That's right. Like I tell our guys all the time, solo shots don't beat you. You just got to get the traffic. Don't let traffic on the bases when it happens. So our bats are going to come alive, and we can overcome a one-run deficit early.
I don't know if these the stats on Max Preps are up to date completely, but if they are, that is her first home run of the year.
Wow. How about that?
Hitting 306 in the leadoff spot.
In a 1-2 count goes opposite field, and she was, well, in baseball we call that a slash, where you're showing like you're going to bunt, but you pull the bat back, and a good timing mechanism when you get down in the count.
It's that one to pop up to second base.
Got to pop up to second base. Talking to Coach Epps, Sadie is their big stick, and that's the one we've got to try to make sure we don't let beat us tonight. And doggone the leadoff hitter didn't get the first one out, but hitting third is Chloe Talby, the second baseman from Boulder Springs.
Coach, that was a big out. Paris is hitting .532 on the year. Yeah, she has almost double-digit home runs, sitting at 9. So great first out.
Yeah, that was a big league pop-up hit right in the middle of the circle that Sam was able to come and take care of. Good changeup right there by Haley. That was another good pitch by Haley, but Chloe got fisted, but it was just out of the reach of Sam, who made a great effort to go get the ball, but run off first with one out.
Got Abby Wilson up next. She's hitting .415 on the season. 10 RBIs, 5 doubles.
Left-handed hitter. Pretty good spot low and away right there. We didn't get the call. Ball up.
Two-0 count.
Three and 0. That was a tight call right there.
Said 2 balls moving away, looking like they could have caught the outside of the plate. Doesn't get either call in the whole 3-0, and that is outside. First free pass of the evening.
Haley's thrown 104 innings on the year, and she's got a 17-3 record. That's a little bit different than what we do in baseball, but with a 2.147 ERA and 75 strikeouts. And I think kind of getting through the first inning has always been her bugaboo this year, so she just settle in and get a couple quick outs. That's a line drive to left field. They're going to send the runner. Boulder Springs is up 2-0. They've come out swinging the bats.
That is Chloe Sloan's 19th RBI of the year. Ups her batting average, coming in at .358.
That's the pitcher, so we'll get a courtesy runner in. It's number 3, Addison Wheeler, coming in to courtesy run for the pitcher. All right, so Wildcats have dug himself a little bit of a hole right here. We got 1 out, runners on first and second. Like a changeup right there.
The righty Simpson comes in hitting .366. 10 RBIs and 3 home runs.
Ball up, 1-1 count. Good pitch and a good swing right there. We got 1 and 2. Let's put her away right here, Haley. Good pitch, got a rollover foul ball.
Haley's got a lead here. Counts 1 and 2.
Had to go up in his zone right there, and Allie got a piece of it. Allie Simpson is the designated player for Bowling Springs. So we can get a double play. Oh, man. We're getting the lead out, but we don't get to call it first.
Good effort there. Craig DeDrennan just misses getting out of the inning.
Really good turn right there.
Brings up number 6. Coach, what's her first name?
I've got Briley Osteen.
Briley Osteen. Comes in hitting .304. She's got 14 RBI, 2 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs.
Good call, good pitch.
Seems like she did not get that call to the lefty.
No, she did.
Got it to the right-hander. Looked like the same pitch.
Yeah. I believe they call that a screwball. That ball really running to their arm side right there. I think that was the curve. It's amazing how similar softball and baseball should be, but they're really much different games.
Very, very different.
So must have been just a little bit up. 2-1 count. Good pitch. A 2-2 count right here. Really important right now that we try to get out of this with only giving up 2 runs right here. So big pitch is coming up right here for Haley.
Again.
Yeah, 3-2, 2 out, so the runner from first should be moving on the pitch. Ball 4. Really good visit right here by the Wildcat infield to try to give Haley a chance to catch her breath right now and focus on the next pitch. We've got the 8-hitter coming up, Aaliyah McAbee, or McCabee.
She's hitting .205.
Yeah, this is one we probably want to attack and go right after right here.
Only 45 plate appearances.
Aaliyah's playing right field tonight. Good call, good pitch.
Good start. Haley grabs the lead 1-0.
Good job. 0-2. I know it's just the first inning, but this is one of those pivotal points in the game right here.
Get a big out, not too much damage done.
She tries to get her to chase up with the 0-2 pitch. Ball's fouled straight back. Still 1-2 count.
Congratulations to the Wildcat boys soccer team last night. Big win over at Blythewood, 3-2.
Ooh, foul tip. That was a big win for Coach Geddes and the guys.
Was, absolutely was. Down 2-0 at half, Coach came
Yeah.
back and scored 3 unanswered goals. And they await the winner of J.O. Mann and Wade Hampton. They play tonight. All the poor weather up there that got the upstate so behind. They were supposed to play last night. They're backed up too.
Ball in, 2-2 count. Expect Haley to go right after right here. Good job. Check swing, strike 3. Big pitch right there to get him out of a jam. So
and they leave bases loaded, Coach.
leave the bases loaded, but they scored 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. You got a couple of walks and a home run by the leadoff hitter, and we're going to the bottom of the first, 2-0 Bowling Springs. Live in the bottom of the first inning, and Peyton Malanauskas is leading off our center fielder. Peyton's hitting .531 on the year, Coach, with 9 doubles.
She's been a big-time player all year long.
Yep.
Great leadoff hitter, going to be playing in the North-South game here.
She can really, really run. I always think it's important that you punch back when you get punched early, so we need to answer back right now. Good take, ball in. Bowling Springs playing infield in, anticipating slap, slash, bunt, all that stuff that Peyton can do. Ooh, borderline call right there. I thought that was a little off the plate.
I don't like that one in the first inning. Bottom, anyway.
You got a 1-1 count. Ball gets away from the catcher. 2-1 count.
Third baseman, you could tell, playing really tight. Peyton will lay down a bunt and get after it sometimes. Swing and a miss there.
A 2-2 count. Definitely looks like they're trying to stay away from Peyton early in the count. Catcher setting up away again. Peyton tries a slap. Wildcats wearing their peak unis tonight.
I know most of you Diamond coaches are real superstitious.
Very much so.
They had a big end-of-the-year win wearing those pink jerseys against Catawba Ridge. I know that helped feel good about them.
Comebacker right at the pitcher. All right, brings up number 12, Livy Warren. Livy's hitting .500 on the year. She's also got 5 home runs and 34 RBIs on the year. Livy puts a really good swing on that one. Good take. Come on, Libby, get us going here. Good take.
Good patience.
Yeah, the way he stood up right there, I thought he was going to call that.
I did too. Very similar motion.
Yep. Pitch way outside. 3-1 count on Livy.
This is back-to-back batters. She's had at least one erratic pitch. Let's get some ducks on the pond and see if we can't take advantage of that.
Yeah. Advance on wild pitches. Livy needs to shrink the zone right here with a 3-1 count and look for something that she can drive. You're in an advantage count right now. Good take, good walk. Brings up Sam Craig, the Wildcats 3-hitter. Sam's hitting .642, which is just absurd.
She is a candidate for the Female Athlete of the Year.
As well she should be.
Coming up here at the Golden Gala on Sunday for our Wildcat athletes. Craig with a monstrous season so far.
Good take right there. Sam's really patient at the plate. Her bat stays on plate a long time, and that's why she hits for such a high average. And it's crazy to think you could be this late in the season and still hitting almost 700. I mean, you've got to go 3 for 4 every game just to maintain that kind of a batting average. She doesn't chase pitches out of the zone, really patient. 2-0 count here.
Well, speaking of patience and the gala, Coach, you have a young man doing a heck of a job right now with some plate discipline, don't you?
Yeah,
Why don't you tell everybody about that for a second?
Yeah, Christian Spivey's he's having an unbelievable run right now. He hadn't swung and missed since March 11th, and it's been like almost 90 at bats. I mean, that's something crazy to think about.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
And
he struck out on March the 11th, and hasn't struck out since then, and hasn't swung and missed since then. So it's I've been coaching 28 years. I've never seen anything like it.
Pretty impressive. Craig draws the walk, and we got a little something going here with one out. Warren on second.
Emma can run a ball out of here in a hurry.
Yes, she can.
Get through. Oh, man. Get down there. Get down. That's just a hard ground ball right at third baseman. We're able to avoid the double play right there.
Good hands by the third baseman. Emma almost walked it off the other night, hit the top of the rail on a run rule. But, yes, like you said, absolutely hammered ball. She's got a lot of power.
You got Maya coming up now, our second baseman. She's hitting .481 on the year. Some gaudy stuff, some stats by the Wildcats. Good take. Way to see that down. Catcher tries to throw behind. Pretty physical catcher for the Bowling Springs.
Coach Epps says that's somebody they're definitely going to have to be careful with. She's got a lot of pop in her bat. She's got 9 homers, and Epps says she's signed to play at USC Upstate. That's where the Bowling Springs Bulldogs defeated the Dorman Cavaliers last night. After the second inning, we're going to have Bowling Springs Athletic Director Evan Moxie come in and join us. He's going to tell us about his team and specifically about that experience last night right down the grass from you, Coach.
Yeah, we got to sit on some buses for a couple hours waiting for that lightning to get out of the way. We were 30 seconds away from first pitch of the game when the lightning moved within 10 miles, and we had to. Oh, there we go. Catcher tries to throw behind, and the ball gets down the line, and Coach Epps is sending the runner from second, and Sam comes around to score.
We'll take it. Cuts the lead in half on the error by the catcher.
And now we got Emma in scoring position right now, and we got a 3-1 count on Maya.
For those that don't know, the upstate had more rain than we did down here in the Midlands, and Dorman was set to host softball and baseball, and field conditions were not playable, so they played softball against Bowling Springs and baseball against us last night as the home team at USC Upstate. I'm sure that was a cool environment up there, Coach, with all those people.
It really was, and I just really appreciate the USC Upstate folks for being such a first-class guys and allowing both schools to play. They allowed us to take BP on the field. The coaches set up everything, and they went above and beyond. And so I reached out to their coach today and just really thanked him, because we're getting backed up in the playoffs right now. We've got to get these games in.
Well, I hear it was a first-class facility. And,
Absolutely.
Cool experience to be able to play up there for our guys. Peyton Gaunt's up to the plate. Also a nominee at the Golden Gala for Newcomer of the Year.
Yep. Peyton's hitting .321, and she's done the bulk of the catch in the second half of the season for the Wildcats. Get through there. Come back right to the pitcher, and the Bowling Springs able to escape the jam, but the Wildcats answer back. And we get one run on no hits, but 3 walks and one Bowling Springs error.
We're back here, top of the second inning, as T. Swift fades out here in the stadium. Also want to give a shout out to Coach David Golden, assistant girls basketball coach and hallmate to Coach Gunner, doing the PA here in the stadium tonight. Also with technical difficulties, sang the national anthem.
Coach, it was amazing. He absolutely rocked it.
I think he did it on purpose, Coach.
I think so, too. He claimed technical difficulties, but that was the master plan the whole time.
Showing off.
Yes, absolutely.
If you had pipes like that, Coach, you might do it too.
I was ready for the pledge. I didn't know what we were going to do. Good pitch. Came inside.
Haley evens that up. She's starting to catch that half a little bit more consistently now, Coach.
Yeah, like we talked about, she just got to escape that first inning and kind of get that out of her system, and now she's ready to roll. Ball up. 2-1 count. This is the 9-hitter, Hallie Dismukes, I believe. I apologize for those listening home. Does that look right?
Sounds right to me.
Yeah. I am a PE teacher. Y'all keep that in mind.
A couple of these names we will be sure to check with Coach Moxie.
Yep. Got to pop up in left field right there. And Elena, who can float out there, calls off Peyton, and they're able to get the first out. That flips the lineup. We got Maya Salters, leadoff hitter, who led off the game with a home run here. So, borderline pitch right there. We didn't get the call. A little bit up.
Good table setter again, hitting .306.
Good changeup right there. Got her out in front. 1-1 count. Bunt. Oh, no. All right, so if you ever see that at home, it was a bunt, and Grace, our first baseman, was coming in to charge to get the bunt and then tried to get on the ground to get out of the way, and when Haley threw the ball, it hit her right on top of the head. But she's looking like where she's okay, but Coach Epps can come out and check her real quick.
Yeah, that looked like a direct shot, Coach.
Yep. I think it caught Haley by surprise just to see her that she was kind of right there, and
absolutely,
she probably tried to hold on to the ball a little bit, just altered her throwing motion. Grace looks like she's okay. The 8th grade first baseman for the Wildcats, showing some toughness. That brings up the big stick for Bowling Springs, Sadie Parrish, their catcher, and USC Upstate commit.
23 RBIs, Coach, behind.
It's a line drive to left field. Oh, great catch by Elena.
Play, Elena. Thought she had misplayed it. Gets her glove up at the last minute, right where it needed to be.
Yeah, Sadie ambushed that first pitch, and luckily Elena was playing back there by the fence in a no doubles, and was able to, good positioning by the Wildcat left fielder, was able to make the play. We got 2 outs. And that brings up Chloe Talby, second baseman. She had a single up the middle last time.
Hitting .403, Coach, one of their best hitters.
Yep. I've been impressed so far by the Bulldogs offense. They've been taking some really good swings at Haley, who's obviously a really good pitcher for the Wildcats.
I agree. Seems to have a lot of plate discipline across the board. Not a lot of swings and misses.
Yep.
Haley's going to have to keep earning her outs tonight.
There we go. Ooh, oh no. Ball gets away from the first baseman. And they're going to hold the runner up at third. Another bunt, and we weren't able to make the play at first.
That would be
that'll be an E3 is what I've got it.
Definitely an error, probably on us here. That's 2 already.
2 errors this inning. You can't give them freebies. So now they've got second and third with 2 outs. That was a chance to get out of the inning. Haley's really going to have to bear down right here. Abby Wilson hitting the third baseman who walked her first play appearance.
Again, another solid average, Coach. Abby hitting .415 on the year.
You got a base open here, so you can try to pitch smart right now. You obviously don't want to just put her on first, but you don't have to give in the middle of the plate with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. Try to make your pitch early.
That's right.
See if you get them to chase.
Well, in 78 plate appearances, she has drawn 10 walks.
And she's laid off those first 2 pitches. I'm not sure where that missed.
I don't know. Coach, I would say that's pretty good. She's got 10 walks and only 3 strikeouts.
Yeah. A good percentage in high school baseball and softball is probably 1-to-1, and that's a little over 3-to-1. Really good pitch.
Back on the outside corner.
I like how Haley didn't give in right there, 3-0. She made her pitch right there. Went off speed. Another Wildcat error leads to a run. There's 3 errors in this inning.
2 runs by Salters in the game.
All right, 3-1 Bowling Springs. Top is 2. Looks like a fake bunt. I think maybe it was supposed to be a fake bunt. Still maybe. Maybe missed the sign. Showing a little early bunt, so probably going to be a slash. Drawing it back. Good changeup right there by Haley. Got a 1-2 count.
Again, another high average at the plate. Chloe hitting .358.
Pop up. Great play by Maya Drennan.
Drennan.
She goes and gets it in the triangle. That's a great play.
Coach, I'm glad to get out of that inning. Hopefully these unearned runs don't come back
Yes,
to
I
bite
hope
us
so.
here.
We had a chance to get
Peyton Malinowskis, senior.
right now. We've got 7, 8, 9 coming up. Hopefully they can flip the lineup.
Neil Jr. Peyton, I'm a sophomore. My favorite pregame meal is Groucho's. My walk-up song is by Big X the Plug. I Like It by Cardi B. If I had a superpower, it would be to be invisible or to teleport. To fly so I can get where I'm going faster. My favorite thing to do on a day off is relax or hang out with my friends. Hang out with my friends and family.
All right, we got Naomi Little up to the plate, the Lexington DP. Ball one, good take by Naomi. I know Dr. Little's sitting at home right now saying, "Get your foot down, girl, get the head out." I think that's what he says every time she comes up to hit. Then he goes quiet for about 5 minutes. 2-0 count.
I don't know we can emulate the pressure that he feels
we cannot do that.
when she's up. Ooh.
Takes a strike right there. Probably a pretty good take. That ball was on the outer half, and that's not what she wants in a 2-0 count. So 2-1. Ground ball to the left side. Third baseman comes over, makes the play.
Yeah, right now, Coach, the difference in the game is they have played their infield balls cleanly.
They have.
And
They absolutely have.
We've had a few mistakes here. Probably the difference in the 2 runs.
Yep. In playoffs, you can't give extra outs, and walks and errors can be absolute killers. They put a lot of pressure on the pitcher, a lot of pressure on the defense. We got Grace Fonseca up, the walkout first baseman. Grace is at 429 on the year. Ball bounces, really good take by Grace. She's chasing one down right there.
It's a good looking pitch.
Yep. Another swing and miss. Looks like they're throwing some drop balls. 1-2 count. Let's compete with 2 strikes right here. Get back in the count. Whew. It's tight
Ball's
right
outside,
there. Ball
yeah.
out. 2-2 count. Got it even. Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Maybe I jinxed him,
Yeah,
Coach.
you did. Yeah. It'll be air on the third baseman. Grace rolled over that. But it had some top spin, and third baseman got caught in between hops right there and kicked off her glove.
But we'll take it.
Yes, we will. And you got the 9-hitter, Lena Harry, up. And so important to try to be able to flip the lineup right here. If we get 2 runners on with our 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up, we got a chance to throw up a big inning right here.
3 coming into run.
Barksdale's coming in to run for Grace. Elena shows bunt and pulls back, and it's a strike. So 0-1 count on Elena. Ooh. Get a called strike right there on a fake bunt attempt. And she's going. This is something we talked about the other night when I was up here. And then she switches over to the right side, Coach, to hit with 2 strikes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Back in my day, I said that means she's amphibious. She can hit from both sides of the plate.
I like it. Draws the ball there. 1-2 the count.
Ball out. Really good take right there. 2-2 count. Ooh, then she chases off the plate. All right, that brings up Peyton Malinauskas, the Wildcat leadoff hitter. She had grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. Well, find your way on and get runners on first and second with Livy coming up.
Good take. Ball way outside.
We go hit and run or slap hit and run right there. She's safe in the play, and the ball gets away from the middle infielders, and Barksdale's able to go to third base. So two errors on the inning for Bowling Springs, and we got to run on third with 2 outs right now. 1-1 count.
Let's get a little 2-out magic going here.
Get down the line.
She's got speed.
Safe. Called her out. I think it was the right call.
Yeah. Big time throw by the shortstop. Wildcats go down quietly, heading to the top of the third, still down 3-1.
Good. All right, we're back in action in the top of the third inning right now, and Bowling Springs has got their 6th hitter up, Allie Simpson, coming up, the designated player, excuse me.
And we do have a guest this evening. We'd like to welcome Bowling Springs Athletic Director Evan Moxie up to the booth here tonight. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you guys having me up.
Absolutely. Hopefully you'll bring some good luck for the Wildcats, right? No,
Listen,
that's probably not your intent, is it?
I may have to get out of the box and turn it around.
Well, Coach, tell us a little bit about your team and some of the highlights of the season they've had so far. We've noticed they seem to have really good plate discipline. They played really good on the infield, minus one little mistake over there so far. Tell us what you've liked about your team so far.
Yeah, this year has kind of been a roller coaster. When they get real hot, they can get it going, and right now we're just on one of those hot streaks. The girls are playing great defensively. They're really playing well at the plate, and I think all that goes back to our head coach, Coach McDowell. She's entering her 3rd year. We hired her straight out of USC Upstate. She was an All-American pitcher at Upstate. We were lucky to get her. Her husband coaches football for us.
Okay.
And teaches at the high school. So we were able to bring her on as a very young coach, and she's done a tremendous job for us.
Well, that's awesome, and I guess you didn't even have to move, huh?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, tell us a little bit about how you felt about last night and that experience getting to play at USC Upstate, speaking of that.
Yeah, that was great. Our head coach especially was excited about it, going back to her alma mater. And we appreciate USC Upstate for making the facility available to us. We really got pounded with rain the last 3 days, and we just weren't even – our boys are actually playing baseball right now tonight against Malden because our fields were just a mess. So we really appreciate them having us, and it was really cool to be able to bounce back and forth the way they have their field set up and get some of the baseball game and watch Coach Hucks and the boys take care of business and us handle business on the other field and get 2 wins against Dorman. It's a good night.
Yeah, nothing like having an hour and 45-minute lightning delay. And it's, my wife texts me. She's like, "What's the weather like there?" I said, "It's sunny and beautiful." You know, it was just one of them things. That lightning's within a 10-mile radius, and it seemed to stay there for quite some time. We get a punch out right at the lead off the inning, and that'll bring up Briley Osteen, okay, and who's the shortstop for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
Briley
Osteen,
correct?
yeah. Her sister's actually on the team as well, older sister. She got hurt at the wrestling state championships this year.
Oh,
Hyperextended her elbow, so she's been out. They're both really good wrestlers for us.
Oh, wow, okay. So if they're wrestling, that means they're pretty tough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're very tough. We love having them in the program.
Well, Osteen comes in hitting .304. Again, 14 RBIs.
Good changeup right there. But I want to echo what you said, Coach Mox. It was really great for USC Upstate. We're all getting backed up in the playoffs right now, and their fields were in amazing condition. So they rolled out the red carpet for us, and I reached out to their head coach today and just really thanked him for allowing us to get some games in.
Yeah, it was great. You know, sometimes when you're a school like Dorman, they get to pull those favors off. How they do it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But at Bowling Springs, we're not quite that lucky yet.
Well, just got to keep working and keep getting better, and Coach Lips does a great job up there. And I see they're winning right now 4-1 over Malden in the looks like the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, they're playing really well too right now, and you know Coach Lip, he does such a great job with our team, and I'm sure you'll appreciate this. He won Region Coach of the Year. They started off 0-6 in the region and came back and took second. And his son Drew coaches for us and teaches math, and he didn't even tell his son that he got Region Coach of the Year when I announced it at our awards night. On Tuesday night, that was the first any of his staff had heard about it. That just speaks to who he is as a person. It's not about him; it's about those boys, and we're fortunate to have him.
He is. He's been there forever. He's a humble guy. He does it the right way, and his teams are always tough and gritty. And I always love to compete against them because I know they're going to make us play our best.
That's right.
Coach Hucks, I believe my first year when I got here, you had to play them in the playoffs, correct?
Yes.
A couple years ago, they had a really good pitcher.
Yeah, they had a couple really good pitchers. So Tristan and Ashton Smith and several other guys along the way. I coached both those guys in the summer, and was able to run into their dad when I went up there to watch you guys play the first night against Wade Hampton, and I got to talk to the dad, and it was good to catch up with those guys.
Hit to Drennan, gets the out number 2 at first base.
Yeah, they ended our season that year because that was the game that we lost to TL Hanna.
That's right.
When Markham got hurt in the 6th inning, and then we had to try to bounce back and go over there and play at Bowling Springs, and it didn't go so well for us. But
yeah, both of those years we ran into that Blythewood buzzsaw over there. They were a tough team.
They always are at Blythewood. It's always a really good program. They're rolling again this year.
Yeah.
I guess it looks like both of us have a potential to come out of our district to play Blythewood next year.
Yep.
I mean next week. Excuse me.
If Bowling Springs can hold on tonight and beat Malden, then they'll have to go play Dorman tomorrow night, and then the winner will come to see us on Saturday.
Now, will that be a doubleheader Saturday, Coach?
It can be. The way it's set up in the brackets, we changed it this year to make the if needed game where it would go to the winner of the first game, but the next day would be Sunday. Yeah. And so we've got some discussions to make, and we can make it a doubleheader, or we can play Sunday or potentially Monday.
Well, we'll see what your pitching staff looks like.
Maybe a good strategic call there, Coach Moxie. Speaking of Moxie, I like the Moxie of him assuming it's going to be him here on Saturday.
Absolutely.
That's a good way to be if you're the AD, right?
Always assume you're going to win.
Haley's sitting here at 2-1, 2 outs. Evens the count at 2-2. So far, cleanest defensive inning we've had. Coach Hucks.
Yeah, always talk about walks and errors. They'll come back to haunt you. So we just need to continue to play clean softball right now.
Coach, tell us about your leadoff hitter, Salter. She starts off the game with a home run. If statistics are correct, where you sent me, by the way, I did make a point to let the crowd know that if Max Preps was wrong, I was sent there by the athletic director. But by the stats online, it says that was her first home run, but hitting .306 and has scored 2 runs already in this game.
Yep.
She been leadoff all year?
They kind of bounce her back and forth. You know, our
That's a hammered. Elena with another spectacular catch.
our catcher, Sadie Parrish, she's really been the power hitter for us this year. And like last night at Dorman, they put her on base 4 times, and that's been kind of what's been going on this year. So we've had to change her around in the lineup a bunch. So she's actually played leadoff for us a couple times just because we knew they were going to put her on. So
makes sense.
We've been bouncing around. But yeah, Salters she's a really solid player. She's actually one of our top academically as well in our senior class. We had our senior awards tonight back at the school, and she would have received the high school league senior scholarship certificate for maintaining over a 3.5 GPA and lettering multiple years. So we're really happy with all these girls, and we're a young team. We've only got 2 seniors this year, so we got a bunch coming back.
Who are your seniors, Coach? The catcher?
Nope, she is a junior.
She's a junior. Oh, wow.
So Salters is a senior, and Dismukes is a senior.
Okay. Yeah, I saw your catcher when I first pulled up, and she was down in full gear catching down the line. I was like, man, who's the coach in full gear?
Certainly looks like she has some natural pop. We've been fortunate enough to get her out both times, and she's almost, speaking of pop, she's almost thrown us out twice at second base, and that's just after the pitch.
Yeah, she's got a very strong arm. These girls spend a lot of time in the weight room with our strength coach, and they really put in the work, and it shows.
All right, so we got Livia Warren coming up, leading off the bottom of the third. Livy's been I think a varsity starter since she was about 5 years old, I think. So rolls over, ground ball to third base, shortstop, and they're able to get her out. She chased a little bit out of zone earlier right there, a little over aggressive.
Another very clean pick and throw by the shortstop, though. Probably at least her 3rd or 4th of the game already.
Yeah, and I was a little worried how we'd come out today, play until 9:45 last night, long bus ride, but the girls seem to be up for it, so I'm very happy with our play so far.
Yeah, I think a lot of times the kids are a lot more resilient than we are. We pulled back in school at 12:30 last night, and I sent them home, and I think I got to bed about 1:15, 1:30, and we lifted today, and their energy was outstanding. So I was trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Hucks, I was proud of you. You were still here by 8:45. It was pretty impressive.
I got here. I beat the bell for first block. I didn't get up and walk at 5:45 like I've been doing, but
that would have been a short night of rest.
Yeah.
3-0 count here early for Maya. I'm sorry.
Sam.
Yeah,
Sam continues to be so patient at the plate.
Coach, they all have the same ponytail tonight. I'm getting messed up.
Coach, I know we got softball and baseball going on, but we got a lot of other things going on. How's spring football going over here at Lexington? I know you got a new head coach, and I'm sure everybody's excited.
We do. He's got his he's calling it a spring showcase next week. He's got that on Tuesday, and we've had pretty good participation. We're obviously missing some pretty solid skill players, like I'm sure you all are, at state track meet coming up here on Saturday. But really excited about Coach Young. I think he's added some fantastic coaches to the staff. I certainly miss it to a degree, but I also like to joke around that when you only win 5 football games right here, you got to fire the coach. So I fired myself. And but no, it's been really fun. Another clean pick by the Bowling Springs defense, but pulls her off the plate, safe at first. It's been kind of refreshing after the last 2 Mays running around, literally like a chicken with my head cut off, and just being able to focus on the playoffs and the teams and the kids. Holistically, that's been pretty refreshing for me. It's certainly a lot less stressful.
Well, I'm just happy that Lexington 1 finally made the decision to split the athletic director and head football jobs. It's just too much.
It's definitely a lot.
Always said I felt like the 2 most difficult jobs outside of the principal at Lexington High School was the head football coach and the AD, and you were asking one person to do both of those jobs. So,
yeah.
Well, Coach Moxie, you used to be in our district. Why don't you tell the people where you used to partake and be employed?
Now you really want everybody. Yeah, so I was at River Bluff for 5 years.
Y'all forgive them.
Yeah.
So, yep, spent my time over there coaching a little wrestling. So I was a head strength coach as well, coached a little football. So I'm very familiar with Lexington.
Yeah. Well, it's a great school district for sure, and just like I know Bowling Springs and all that area up there is a really good place.
Well, I'm sure anybody who had a chance, Coach, to interact with you while you were at River Bluff, I'm sure they were impressed. I've certainly always been impressed with you, and glad to see y'all are doing so well under your leadership at Bowling Springs.
I appreciate that. Thank you for saying it.
We got a 1-2 count here on Maya with we got 2 outs and runner on first.
Apparently, baseball players do mullets, Coach, and softball players do I don't even know what you call that with the ponytail, but they're all doing it tonight.
Yeah, a little different. We got some French braids and some different kind of braids. I'm not.
If anybody knows what that's called, text me.
Yeah, last night their players opted for the blonde. Everybody had dyed their hair blonde.
Okay, all right.
That's always the interesting playoff haircut.
Yeah, the baseball players had all theirs dyed blonde too, so it must be something they're sharing. And while we were on the bus, we got off to discuss how much longer the weather was going to be, and the Dorman softball team was jamming on that bus. They were bouncing up and down. So I was like, I'm glad I'm not on that bus.
You got to entertain yourself somehow. I'm
That's
sure
right.
the T-Swift was cranked up.
All right. The walk right there. So Maya's walked twice tonight. Brings up the youngster Peyton Gauntz.
Coach Moxie, I think I said it correctly. You guys lost to Dorman both games in the regular season, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and I haven't looked at max preps. That's normally my go-to, but that win last night over Dorman was huge for our program. I would say that's been our first win over Dorman. If I was to guess, I would say in 5-6 years, easy.
Wow.
Line drive base hit to right field. It gets by the right fielder.
Wildcats got a
That's
chance to
gonna
tie
score
the
2
game
runs,
here.
and Peyton's going to get to third.
Big 2-out magic by Peyton Gauntz.
That ball was hammered to right field.
Yeah, it was.
That ties it up 3-3, and we got to run on third now with 2 outs with Naomi up at the plate.
Well, Coach Moxie, I did say in the first inning, it's interesting. We played Dorman twice in the regular season as well, both in the preseason, and playing them that third time, couldn't get the win. Them playing y'all for a third time, couldn't get the win. And I know a lot of baseball and softball coaches feel that way. When you see a team for a third time, it's really difficult to beat them. And so just from a timing standpoint, it looks like one game was bad for Dorman and one game was good.
Well, our baseball team went through that. Our last region series was against Wade Hampton.
That's right.
And then we had to turn right around in the best of 3 and play them again, and it was a battle.
Yeah, it's crazy the way the playoff bracket works this year because you don't really know who you're going to match up with. And so it just so happened that y'all had a non-region 2 out of 3 series and then they'd had to play them another 2 out of 3 series in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Your whole region was 2 out of 3. It was 3-game series all year in baseball, right?
21 baseball games.
I think we're moving away from that next year.
It's tough right now especially with an 8-team region. That's tough to pull off.
Yeah, I think we played one non-region game, and then it was right into region.
Coach Huck's had a couple opponents this year that they chose to play some Saturday matchups. Coach, didn't you do 2 of those?
Yeah, we played Dutch Fork and River Bluff in a third game, but it was a non-region game, so that was it was a way for us to kind of keep that series alive because you get in the playoffs and there's 3 of the baseball rounds are 2 out of 3 series.
Yeah.
And I have officially jinxed your shortstop.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Coach Moxie, I do apologize for that.
Naomi hits the ball on the ground, and the air by the shortstop brings in Peyton. So the Wildcats take a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Who is the shortstop, Coach?
That's
for me,
Briley Osteen.
Osteen really has had a very clean game, very impressive.
Yes, she has.
Picking up some ground balls, getting them out at first. I'm sure she'll bounce back.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball. That's tough.
There's a huge difference in baseball and softball because the ball gets on you so quick. Just your reaction time is so limited. That ball was a little to her glove side, and she kind of got caught in between hops where in baseball you got more time to read the hop and get a good one. So much of softball's getting downhill and going and trying to get it right away.
Definitely a fast-paced game. I caught a couple of USC games this year and just going there and watching all the D1 girls and how fast their game is and how much they slap hit. It's pretty impressive to watch.
We got a 1-1 count, ball a little bit outside. We got Grace Fonseca up.
Update on the Boiling Springs baseball game versus Malden. They are up 6-1. Coach Moxie's got to be feeling pretty good about that one right now.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that.
Ground ball to short. Good bounce back by
And
Briley
she does
right there.
bounce right back.
Yep.
What do you call a reverse jinx?
I
I got her right back into it.
I'm not sure what you call it, but we'll take it.
Wildcats do take the lead 4-3, and we will head to the top of the fourth when we come back.
All right, we're back. Wildcats take the lead with a 3-run bottom of the third inning. We're up 4-3, and Boiling Springs has their 9-hitter, Hallie Dismukes. Dismukes coming up, their center fielder. She flew out to left field in the first inning, or her first at bat.
Double-digit RBI hitter.
She bunts right back to. And Grace does a good job of getting out of the way that time, Coach.
Yeah. Probably don't want to get hit in the head a second time. And it is good to see us cleanly field, get it to first. I know we had a few mistakes early. Way to settle in there, Haley.
That brings top of the order up.
Another
Makes it
well-hit
in the
ball by
middle.
Salters. Can't keep her off the base path tonight. She is now 3 for 3.
Coach Cole for your pitcher at Boiling Springs tonight. It's gone 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, 1 strikeout. So just filling up the zone right now. He doesn't get a lot of swing and misses, but he's getting a lot of outs.
Yeah, he can throw it. He can
Yeah.
throw it. He's a great pitcher for us.
Paris is up now. You'd like to say she's not due.
She's been on the barrel every time tonight. She's just missed it.
I know it.
And Melanoskis calls it off, makes the out, keeps Salters at first.
Yeah, she smoked that ball right at left fielder last time, and then the first at bat, she hit a ball that looked like an aspirin up and that landed on the infield on the pop up, and then that one was hit well too, just underneath it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when you get intentionally walked so many times in a row, you know I can see she's anxious.
Yep.
She wants to get the barrel on the ball.
It's almost like the Barry Bonds treatment, which is the most remarkable things he did, because he would not see his ball in his zone the entire game, and then when he did, he would hit it out. I mean, it's the most incredible thing.
Coach Moxie, have you ever coached anything else other than wrestling?
Just wrestling and football.
And how many years were you a head wrestling coach?
I was a head wrestling coach for 12. Coached varsity football for 10.
And what were all your stops in wrestling?
Lugoff Elgin, started there, did a little 2-year stint at Cardinal Newman, and then out to River Bluff.
Okay.
Awesome.
And you're just AD at Boiling Springs?
Yeah, yes sir, just AD.
That's enough, isn't it?
It is. It is. I assure you.
And Coach, I know we both spent a little bit of time at Westwood. I was the head coach there in 16, 17, and 18. I think, were you there before or after me?
After you, I spent 1 year there as assistant principal.
Okay.
In the year of COVID, so
Oh, wow.
2021.
Big stop.
What a play by
first
Grace.
base. Grace with the snag, steps on the bag, didn't even remember that there was already 2 outs. She went to turn the double play.
Yeah.
The inning was already over. We head to the bottom of the fourth. A 1-2-3 inning for the Wildcats. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back here, bottom of the fourth inning. Elena coming up to the plate.
I'm actually really good friends with Elena's parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her father and his sister, I know from when I was at River Bluff, and I was out there in the outfield, got to spend a little time with them.
Great.
And they were upset with me when I started cheering, so I had to come back over on that side.
Well, Elena's hits 9-hole for us and really, really can run. Obviously, a really good defensive left fielder. But the interesting thing with her is she tries to slap and bunt from the left side. Then when she gets 2 strikes, she flips over and hits from the right side and tries to hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was a great catch she made out there in left field earlier.
It was. She's had 2 pretty good ones tonight. A little swing and miss there, and looks like a rise ball. I'll let Coach talk about the technicals because I can't help
you all. I can't help you all on
Okay.
softball.
All right.
It was up.
I can't believe she's been out batting right-handed.
Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it?
Athlete, hashtag.
It's such the bases are so much closer than baseball that you get on the left side and can slap. You kind of, she's obviously a natural right-handed hitter, but if you can hit on the left side and slap it on the left side of the field, you got a chance to beat it out.
Yeah.
Fouled back, out of play, and a Boiling Springs dad catches it clean off the one hop. Impressive down there. They holding the bottle of water.
1-2 count here.
Well, Coach, before we let you go here in a minute, tell us about Saturday and any highlights you're looking forward to for the state track meet with the Bowling Springs Bulldogs.
We got our 110-meter hurdler, Caitlin Great, is primed to win a state championship, we believe. I mean, she's been 2-time region female athlete of the year.
Ooh, what a guy. That was smoke. Great play by third baseman.
Who's your third baseman? 16.
That is Abby Wilson.
Abby Wilson.
She was an all-region player for us this year. But Caitlin Greats, she was an all-region in long jump, triple jump, 4x1, and the high hurdle. So she's a phenomenal athlete.
Wow, she does a lot.
Yeah. And then our 3,200-meter runner, Luke Hurley, he's got one of the top times in the state. That's going to be a very competitive race. I'm pretty sure you guys got a pretty good one.
Jesse Oates should be in that one, I believe. Yep.
I believe there's a kid from Blythewood and also Spring Valley, so that should be an awesome race. I say long one. Long for me.
right. It's definitely it's long. We also have a 3,200-meter female, Lydia Metz, who has a chance to win or medal in that event. So back-to-back should be tight. Who won y'all's region in track and field, Coach?
I believe it was Dorman.
Okay.
I believe Dorman walked away with it.
We won the girls. And to be honest with you, I think River Bluff might have won the boys.
Well, and especially as an AD, you spend all your time on the infield and you're seeing all the races, and you forget about the pole vault, the high jump, the disc,
You
the
do,
javelin,
yeah.
and that's where you win those meets at.
That's right.
Those field events.
That's where you get points.
Yeah.
Because not everybody can field those events. My
We've
daughter's
also-
a volleyball player, and she picked up pole vault her junior year here.
Oh, really?
Just the first time she ever started it, and then was like she was one of our better pole vaulters. So that was unique to see her try to learn to do that.
Yeah.
Well, Peyton picks up another ball. It's a 2-1 count. See if we can't get her going.
She tries to slap right there. Ooh, Aoife's pitch.
Yeah.
Well, if you hadn't been to Bowling Springs High School in a while, Coach Moxley is definitely enjoying a lot of facility upgrades. Done a great job with the weight room up there. And turfed the field, got a new basketball. Y'all really built a whole new school.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep, on the same property.
Yeah.
Yes, we have essentially 2 high schools now on one property. This year we were at 2,900 students. We're projecting we'll be real close to 3,000 next year.
Really?
Wow.
So it's doing nothing but grow, and I think our incoming 9th grade group next year is 790. 790 or 800.
They're bigger than we are then, aren't
Yeah, for those at home that don't know, that is about 400 to 500 students bigger than Lexington. So Bowling Springs definitely blowing up there. It's a great community there in the North Spartanburg County.
I love their baseball softball complex, how they're right there beside each other and share a press box.
Yeah, it's great until you got 2 games going on at the same time. And then baseballs come flying on that softball field.
And then when I was up there watching the other night when you were playing Wade Hampton, the softball was playing Wade Hampton the same night.
Yeah.
And you could tell they were playing all the music because the softball started first. They were playing the walk-ups and all that for softball, and then they didn't switch over to baseball until softball ended.
Yeah.
So that would be one of the conflicts, obviously. And I really enjoyed the lady that she was taking up the tickets, and then she was the voice of Bowling Springs.
Coach Sheila Foster.
There we go.
She's a University of South Carolina Hall of Famer.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hall of Fame basketball player, Coach.
An amazing basketball player. She actually held, I think, 4 or 5 records at USC that just got broken maybe a couple years ago.
I think you're right.
I can't remember the young lady's name from South Carolina that broke a couple of her records.
Probably Asia Wilson.
It was the girl right after Asia Wilson.
Boston.
Boston, Aaliyah Boston.
Aaliyah Boston.
Yep. I had no idea that was Sheila Foster.
Well, she's a fantastic lady. I know, obviously, when I lived up there for a year, went to a few events at Bowling Springs, and just like you said, she'd be there and taking tickets and smiling and talking to people. Really cool if you're a Gamecock fan to meet a legend.
And she came down here for our game and was going nonstop during our game on Saturday.
She never stops.
You going to bring her down here on Saturday
Absolutely.
for a meet up?
I'll drive the bus and put her on the bus with me.
Oh, if we live stream that one, we might bring her home instead of you. It'd be way more exciting.
Yeah.
Livy Warren, 0 for 2. Full count, 1 out. Melanoskis at first.
It's back-to-back walks.
Draw the walk.
Elena lined out to third, and if that ball gets by her, we're really in business with the inning right here. We'll get back-to-back walks with Sam. Coach, Sam Craig is hitting .642 for us right now.
Wow.
That's wild, isn't it?
Wow. That is very impressive.
Let it play, Noah. Just give him a shout-out, not a little.
Well, Coach Moxie, if we load the bases, we'll let you say goodbye. I don't
Yes, I will be
I don't
making my
want
way
you to
back
feel
there.
like you're messing with your team's mojo up here.
They're going to have to play in left field on that one. She couldn't quite get there.
Great hustle by the left fielder.
You know, in all my time down here, this is the first time I've been to this softball stadium.
Oh, really?
I didn't even realize it was back here in this corner.
Yeah, that's because
Nice
it sits
field.
all by itself.
Yeah.
We'd prefer it be with everything else.
Yeah.
But this is where it's always been.
We're in some discussions to see if we could do something about that.
You guys are getting turf in your stadium. Is
We
that
are.
correct?
They are. Should be starting the process on Monday.
That's awesome.
Ball's hammered to left field.
Oh,
no.
what a grab.
What a snag.
Double play.
Oh, what a play.
Coach Moxie, I do not think that you brought any bad luck in that sequence right there, but we really do appreciate you coming on with us tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't know that we say best of luck the rest of this game, but certainly best of luck the rest of the time in baseball. And
I
we
appreciate
hope
you
to
guys
see you again
having
on
me.
Saturday, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
And we're back here in the top of the fifth. Again, big thank you to Coach AD, Evan Moxie for joining us. Really in our AD world, he's one of the good guys. Does a lot for our organization and for 5A, and is doing a great job helping to run Bowling Springs athletics up there.
You can tell he's really passionate about his kids and was able to talk about all the things they do and all region players and everything else. So,
well, he's guilted me into getting my CDL this summer, Coach, because this is the second time he's driven the bus down here with a group of kids to not only watch them but to save some money on transportation.
I would love to have you. You could have driven us last night, got back at 1 in the morning. It'd been great.
Been in quite a few Red Bulls.
We'll get the call right there, 1-1. Just catch everybody up. We're top of the 5th right now. Wildcats are up 4-3, and had a chance to have a big inning right there. And Sam lined out to the left fielder and was able to turn a double play as we were trying to advance. But the ball was hammered. Looked like a double off the bat to me too.
That ball must have been a little low. Looked like it caught the outside portion of the plate. A foul tip there to even the count. Wilson up, who had that heck of a stab at third base.
Yes, it was.
Last inning.
And she hit one of the comebackers that we made an error on in the circle. She's 0 for 1 on the night. Ooh, change up.
Tough to watch that one, but she did.
I don't know how you miss it when it's going that slow.
Coach, I'd have swung.
I just swung twice. Ball right at Melanoskis. Completes the play. 5-3 on the assist.
Third base to third base.
It's good to see that Haley's kind of really settled in right now and has been attacking his own and getting a lot of early contact.
Yeah, this is third inning in a row. She started off well. See if we can't keep that trend going.
This is Chloe Sloan, pitcher. Another base hit in the left field. That's her second time she's hit the ball in that hole tonight.
Hammered, too.
Hammered.
It hit that grass in a hurry.
Yes, it did. So they'll get a courage runner coming in.
Now Simpson up.
Yeah, we got a 6-4 on their first at bat. We thought we almost turned that double play, and then she struck out looking on their last at bat.
Again, hitting 366. Double-digit RBIs. Got a little pop. 3 home runs. Coach Moxie certainly sharing some cool stories and some facts about Bowling Springs, including Coach McDowell being straight out of USC Upstate and moving on to coach the Bulldogs, and then I'm sure that made last night's win for her against Dorman even more special when you beat one of your rivals on your college stadium field. That had to be a pretty cool feeling.
That was a big win for them. I mean, they were just like tonight. They were in an elimination game, and so you're able to stave off elimination against one of your regional rivals. So I know that was a big win for them. Pop up.
Got a chance.
Right back to the catcher. Good job. Good job.
Another big play by the young Peyton. Making Papa Garris proud.
That's right. Father Garris was a really good baseball player in South Carolina.
He still looks like he could hit a little.
I think he still could hit a couple of baseballs.
His best buddy, Aaron Rawl, doesn't look like he was a pitcher anymore. He looks like a hitter, too.
Yes, he does. I don't think they've missed the weight room much in the last couple of years.
I think we can still take him, Coach.
Nah. I'll take him out to dinner.
Hard hit ball, but foul.
Got Briley Osteen up right now, the Bowling Springs shortstop. She walked her first at bat and grounded out to second in her second at bat. We got 2 outs, top 5. Another ground ball in the 6 hole.
Another good clean hit.
Yep.
It's back-to-back balls that kind of had eyes.
Yeah,
They
two ground
couldn't
balls. I was about to say the same
more
thing.
in between
Yep.
short and third than those last two hits.
It's a fine line between balls that are right to infielders and balls that find a way to get through the infield, and those are two. So you've got the 8-hitter up, Leah McCabe, who lined out to 7 on a really good play that Elena made earlier, and then Kate in her first at bat.
Could have had a little pickle opportunity, but
Yeah.
they moved both runners,
Yeah,
so
when they
we
showed
held
the
the one at first.
Yeah, when they showed the bunt, because there's a runner on second base, the third baseman can't charge, so the first baseman has a charge, and so Maya, our second baseman, has to fill it at second, so there's nobody really there to hold the runner. Oh, we got her. Oh,
Hey, big play. Catches Bowling Springs in a base running error. We get out of the inning clean on the scoreboard. It is 4-3 Wildcats heading to the bottom of the fifth.
a really good job of adjusting right there by our second baseman.
And we'll be back. Back in the bottom of the fifth, leading off Emma Melanoskis.
Ball up. Hey, girl.
Have a couple legends walking through the box here.
Easy Seville and Logan Blight. First couple of Lexington High School.
Oh, dynamic duo. Who's more athletic, though, Coach?
Izzy for sure.
Izzy, yeah.
I'll brag on Logan for a second. Hope I don't jinx him, but Logan has made one error this year playing third base for us, so he's had an amazing defensive year for us.
Coach, I think you said, tell me if it's still holding up so far. This is one of your best defensive teams ever.
Yeah,
is that true?
Yeah, we had a couple of letdowns in our first playoff game, and I think that was a testament to just being off for 8 days, 9 days before we got to play. But we settled in, and we had played error-free last night and played really good. So we've been really good defensively on our infield, and in our outfield they can go get it. They're doing a great job out there, and we got Toby Sobiorowski behind the plate for us, who does a great job, a great leader for us. So if we pitch and defend really well, we're going to be in every game.
That's the name of it. Melanoskis pops it straight back over our heads.
2-2 count.
If you don't know Izzy Seville, she is an all-state lacrosse and basketball player. Just won first lacrosse state championship in school history a few weekends ago. Big-time senior for the Wildcats. And
Another slow changeup, Eva's pitch right there, and Emma was able to just get a piece of it and foul it off. She's in a 2-2 count. Folks, we're in a 4-3 game right now. We need to get some separation right now. The ball skied straight up. Pitcher's able to catch it. That brings up Maya. Maya's walked in her first 2 plate appearances. Looking at the stats for tonight, Coach, Haley's at 90 pitches already after 5 innings, so I know she's starting to feel that a little bit. So we need to get her a couple more runs to kind of lessen the burden on her right now.
Yeah, we certainly had a couple long top halves the first couple innings.
That ball's hammered to center field, right at the center fielder. Really good swing by Maya right there.
That's when the ball doesn't have eyes,
That's
Coach.
right. That's one of them Adam balls.
Yeah.
Hit it right at him.
A couple nights back against Dorman, we had quite a few of those, Coach. Really squared them up.
Yeah. Yeah, we waited a little too late to get it going,
That's
and we
right.
made a run right there in the 7th, but just a little too late.
I know first few innings we had a lot of hard hit balls. Looked like outfielders didn't even have to move. That is unfortunate part about baseball and softball sometimes, depending on which team you're on, I guess.
That's right.
Gaunt's 1-0 lead in the count early. She's had a great evening so far, offensively and defensively.
Had a triple to right field last time.
That's right.
That ball's
Another hard
hammered
hit
left
ball.
center.
That's going to get in the gap.
She can
Peyton
run,
coming
too.
in, sliding for a double. Probably hits better than her dad.
That's a triple and a double in her last 2 at-bats. All right, Nell, we need a little 2-out knock right here to try to score this run. This walk-up song, little dancing queen, old soul right here, Naomi.
Old soul. Just like her daddy.
Yep. He might just be old, but.
Well, I appreciate my twin Matt Warren allowing me to fill in tonight.
Yeah.
For Coach Hucks filling in for Dr. Little.
It's not nearly as entertaining, I'm sure, to the folks at home, but we're glad to be up here and being able to bring it to you.
Coach, what do you think the percentage of people that have put us on mute already?
Probably 75%. But they're not hearing this, so that's okay.
Well, to the 25% that are still with us, we love you. 0-2 count early here for Naomi.
Yeah, Matt's at a board meeting at Lexington 2 right now, and I'm wondering if he's got an earpiece in one ear right now.
He might have the phone on video down by his side.
He's probably watching it.
I'm sure they're probably not intimidated that we're going to put them out of work.
No, they're not. They have nothing to worry about. Strike 3 right there, called on the inside fastball.
Well, not 3 up, 3 down, but certainly not what we wanted after the double into the gap. But Wildcats go down quietly, heading to the top of the 6th inning, still up 4-3 over the Bulldogs.
All right, we're top of the 6th right now. Wildcats just barely holding on to this 4-3 lead right now, and 8-hitter Aaliyah Maccabee's coming up again. She was hitting in the last inning, but after we had the back pick from catcher Gantz to get out of the inning, she will lead off the inning, lead off the top of the 6th. Shows bunt, bunts through that one. Strike 1. Yeah, we played them Saturday. She shows bunt again and fouls it off, so we got an 0-2 count. Want to get this leadoff hitter on. Ooh, she comes inside. That looks like the pitch that they only got rung up on in the 5th. 1-2 count. Ooh,
Hammered.
ball's hammered to left. That goes, leaves the yard. Oh my goodness.
Tie game. Maccabee goes yard. Coming into the game, only hitting .205. Only had 39 at bats, Coach. I don't know if she's young and worked her way back in. Don't know the backstory, but that's a big game-tying swing right there.
And she's the one that lined out to Lena on the last one that Lena made that great catch on.
All right, well, we're even here. Bases are clear.
That was a 1-2 count after she showed bunt a couple times, and then she just smoked some ball to left field. I think I might not try to bunt her, just let her swing it.
I think so.
All right, settle in. Let's get this 9-hitter out. Don't let them roll over the lineup with the runner on base. She shows bunt, and she gets the call that she offered. I think she tried to pull back late, but they said it was after the ball crossed the plate.
And this is Dismukes back up. 326 hitter. Again, has 10 RBIs.
Almost lined out to center field, but we got Peyton all over it.
Girl can fly.
All right, so here we are, top of the order. Maya's got a lead off. She led off again with a home run, and she got on base on a bunt error, and then she got a single up the middle last time. So she's been on base all 3 times.
And 2 runs scored.
Yep. Ball called down.
It's another good pitch there.
Off-speed pitch. She caught the inner half of the plate. 1-1 count. Ball down, ball in the dirt. Oh,
Salters gets another piece of it.
Libby's
But
all
Libby
over that
won.
line.
Chases it down on the right field line. Out number 2 after the solo shot. Let's see if we can get out of the inning with Paris up the hit.
Ooh, I don't like this right now. We Tennessee Walker. Like that move. She's due. She's just missed it all 3 times tonight.
I'm sure that Epps was probably feeling like that.
Yeah.
Probably not going to keep a 500 hitter hitless all night.
No, we always circle that one hitter that you want to make sure you don't let them beat you, and I'm sure that's Sadie Pierce for Boiler Springs.
You could tell she was definitely frustrated. She did not want to be walked there.
So Chloe Talby's up right now. She's got a single to center field, and then an E at first base on a throw over, then a 3U. I think that was the hard ball hit down the line last time that Grace made a great play on. Strike one. Try to get her chase up right there. Good pitch. 1-1 count.
Well, we certainly want the Wildcats to come out on top tonight. Coach, this is a heck of a playoff game.
It
so
really
far.
is. They've gone back and forth, and both teams have punched and counterpunched. And got fisted right there. There's a ball in between, and nobody's covering first right now. Nobody. Oh, don't throw it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we got her second. Livy right where she's supposed to be right there. Great play by Livy Ward.
Great defensive backup. Wildcats escape the mistake.
Woo.
And we leave it tied. Would have had runners at second and third. We will take it, and we will try to take the lead back here as we head to the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, that
We'll
ball
be
was
right
hit,
back.
ball was hit right nowhere. Nobody nowhere land. All right, we're back. 4-4 game, bottom six right now. Solo home run in the top of the sixth, tied the game up by the 8-hitter for Bowling Springs and Lady Maccabee. So we're tied right now, and we got 8-9-1 coming up. We need to flip the lineup right now with Elena and Grace and try to turn it over for the top of the order coming up.
Shout out to trainer Jonathan Jenkins, came out to attend to somebody. Just want to give a shout out to him and our whole athletic training staff. They put in a lot of hours, especially in the spring, and we got a heck of a crew.
We really do, and they go above and beyond to make sure our athletes are able to get back on the field as quick as possible when they go down.
A lot of teams to cover here at Lexington, Coach Hucks.
There's a lot in the spring.
A lot in the spring.
All right, 2-0 count right here. We need a base runner, need a leadoff base runner. I might be taken right here.
Give the listeners a stat of the day. In the month of March, we had 81 home events.
Wow.
In the month of March.
Well, they say AD stands for after dark, right?
All day.
Yes, all day and after dark.
All duties. A lot of cafeteria duty mixed in there too, Coach Hucks.
A lot of facility meetings. And
Yeah.
meeting with baseball coaches that are frustrated and trying to get some things figured out. Ball,
Good hard hit ball. Shortstop can't quite get it down, and Emma is safe. That's leadoff run is aboard, Coach. That's a big one.
That's a huge one. That's probably going to go down as an error, I guess, but that ball was hit hard, and we got a leadoff hitter on. I would say there's a 1,000,000% chance that there's going to be a bunt right here to try to get her to second base with the top of the order coming up.
I would think so.
Especially when Lena's sitting from the left side. Yes, she fouled it off. Like to see her stay in there a little bit longer on it and not pull out and try to run before she bunts it. Good take. A lot of times I talk to my hitters when we're trying to bunt for hit that a lot of times it's location is more important than deception. Sometimes we try so hard to wait so late to show it that we're not able to place it. So just get it in the right spot and use those wheels you got.
I apologize. I know that was Grace with the hit. She doesn't really look anything like Emma either. So apologies to Grace. But we do not move the runner. That was a called foul ball.
And now she got to go over to the right side.
Not hard to see how strong Paris's arm, though, is, huh?
No, not at all.
Gracious. Girl can throw it.
Battle with 2 strikes. Good take. Ball up. You can tell our base runners are very cautious to get too far off the base with her behind the plate.
Count evens up.
Foul ball. Ball hit off a foot.
That would have served as a perfect bunt.
Yeah, that would have been a swinging sacrifice bunt. Come on, keep battling. 2-2 count. Talk to our guys, it's just a one-pitch battle. Just try to get to the next pitch. Pops it up, foul. Good job. Keep staying in the fight right here.
Not caught by a fan.
E10 right there.
Coach, if this was a Savannah Bananas game, it could be an out.
That's right. I'm not sold how I feel about all that. I think if you just go for pure entertainment, it's probably great. But if you're just going to watch baseball, it's probably not the.
I do think they are leaning more toward entertainment.
Yeah. Good
Must
job.
be a decent show if they're selling out 81,000
that's
people in
crazy,
Death Valley. You know?
I know a lot of people that went and said it was a great time.
Well, she's still with an even count, 2-2, after a couple foul tips.
Yeah, so I think that's the seventh or 8th pitch of this at bat. Doing a great job of just staying in the fight. Get to the next one right here.
Love to see her get rewarded here, Coach.
Good take. Great job.
Count is full. Putting the pressure on the pitcher.
Keep battling, Elena. Good job. Great at bat.
A free one's better than a sack, Coach.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And here we go.
2 ducks on the pond here with Peyton Melanoskis up to the plate. Coach, what's she done today?
Peyton is grounded out to first, had to ground it out to short, and then she walked. So she's due. She shows bunt right there and takes. Good take right there. This is a great opportunity because with the runner at second, the third baseman almost has to be ready to go back and cover third. So you can lay one down the third base line and it puts them in where they got to make a choice to come get the bunt or defend the bag. There we go. Foul.
A little side spin.
Yep.
Runs foul. Thought the first hit the ground. I thought that was
I had a
perfect.
shot. Yep. Coach Epps wanting to have a offensive timeout and talk to Peyton.
I try to wake up every day and be as big time as Coach Epps.
Winners win, you know.
It's tough. High level shoe game.
A big time. She does a great job of teaching our co-taught PE class.
Who's the lead teacher in that class, Coach?
Coach Epps. My job is to play music and run the clock.
I'm sure you excel at that as well.
There we go. Great bunt. Get out of the line.
Oh, yes. Is she going to be out? Yes, she does. Peyton Melanoskis loads the bases, shows off the wheels, and we got him full. with my
Coach Epps
personal favorite walk-up song.
Oh, this
Sorry,
is
didn't
awesome.
mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I think Coach Epps, the conversation there was just make sure you get the bunt down before you run, and she placed it perfectly and was able to beat it out. So I think so too often we try too hard just to run as we're trying to bunt it, then you lose your bat angle. So great job right there by Peyton. But you got the always dangerous Olivia Warren coming up with nobody out, runners, bases juiced right here.
Who's also due.
She is due. She's walked twice and grounded out to short. So,
Well, Coach, speaking of walk-up songs, what would yours be, Coach?
my senior year was by White Zombie, More Human Than Human.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Mine's a little bit more flamboyant. I'd probably be a Weekend
I
guy.
can see that.
Yeah, I know that doesn't surprise you, but it would be Blinding Lights. Okay.
Blinding Lights.
All right, Blinding
Okay.
Lights.
Yeah. Now in my older days, I'd be something country. Probably some Blake Shelton, Eric Church.
In high school, I probably would have been something by the Notorious B.I.G.
I went through a little rap phase myself. I was a little more LL.
Maybe Hypnotized.
Yeah. All right, 0-1 count on Libby. Boom! Wow. She took a great
wanted
swing
it.
at that.
She
yeah.
wanted it. Might have hit Jonathan Jenkins in the head right there. Speaking of our trainers, right there in our Prisma Health Athletic Trainer pit.
All right, we got Libby 0-2 right here, just like we talked about with Elena. Just one pitch battle right now. Just get to the next pitch. Infield playing in, so there's a lot of open area to hit the ball on the ground hard somewhere. Deep fly ball to left field. That'll score a run.
Libby does her job.
Great job with 2 strikes, Libby Warren, to get the
About
sac
10
fly.
feet short of being out. Drove the left fielder way back. Easy tag and go. Cats on top 5-4.
Big time at bat by the veteran right there. Got a ball away, and she did a great job of staying on it and getting the ball in the air with the infield in to make sure we score that run. Let it play, Noah. We got Sam Craig up. Lined out to left field last time on that ball that they were able to double us off on. One of the harder hit balls of the night.
I don't know where that was. I'd have swung at that one
Yeah.
too, Coach.
Well, I was pretty much swinging the minute the ball left the pitcher's hand when I played. So if it was White moving, I was swinging at it.
Coach Hucks, former Gamecock catcher, for those that don't know, after his Wildcat playing days.
There's probably not many that do know that. So that was back in the dark ages.
Back in the June Rains
Yeah,
days.
man.
correct?
Me and Coach Raines, his last year, my last year were the same year, 1996.
Well, Coach, after coaching you, I imagine he's probably done.
He was done too.
Craig, good at bat here.
3-0 count. She's very patient.
Like that 600 average to
Cut her
Just a
loose
little
right
more
here.
insurance,
Yeah,
huh?
I'd like to cut her loose right here, 3-0. She does take that one. Sam's a lot like Christian Spivey for me. They're so patient at the plate that I told Christian, you never have the take because he doesn't swing off he doesn't chase pitches anyway.
don't have to coach him up a lot.
No, that might be the only pitch you get in the at bat to hit. So be ready to go. There we go.
Oh, it's
Another
gonna
line
get
drive.
down.
Yes,
It's gonna get down.
You got to go. Good arm at left
around.
field. Oh my goodness, it was offline a little bit, so she cut it.
Big insurance hit by Sam.
Huge. She does such a good job of letting the ball travel and driving the ball to the backside.
Elena did a great job getting around. Wildcats with a 2-run cushion.
And now we got Emma up, and I think you could take every player and put them on the left side of the field, and that's where Emma's going to hit it, but she hits it hard. Good take.
What's her stat line tonight, Coach?
She's got a 5 unassisted. She's grounded out to the pitcher and then popped up to the pitcher.
So I feel like a lot of our best hitters, we keep
They've been
saying they're due.
That's right. Odds are in our favor. Hammer.
Look at that. Look at that. We keep speaking it into existence. We're putting more pressure, and we got it. Melanoskis number 10 brings in Melanoskis number 5.
Coach Epps does not have a stop sign over there.
Oh, no. Aggressive. Gets after it. Winners win.
That's right. Huge inning right here. 3-run, bottom of the 6th right now. Would still chance to add on some more with Maya coming up, who's walked twice and lined out to center. She's had a really good night at the plate.
Epps is walking around over there with a little swagger right now, Hucks.
Yeah, she's probably at about the 20,000 step count right now.
That's in a circle.
Maya lays down a drag bunt and gets thrown out to first, but that's just 2 outs, so she moves the runners into scoring position. We got Peyton, who's got a triple and a double in her last 2 at-bats.
Might be my player of the game so far. Threw out that runner at second.
That's right. She kept us going while the others were struggling.
That's right.
Let's pick up 2 more right here. Ball up, good take. Ooh.
We better be
Thought she was
careful
going to
back
snap
there
her
a second.
behind. She's got a hand cannon.
Paris is ready. Coach, you don't think her pop time's better than yours, do you?
I guarantee it is. Bases are shorter, though. So. There it is.
There it is again. We keep messing around down there.
Yeah. The way she likes to throw, I would tell our girl to get off base and draw that throw and try to score from third.
I think I see Epps' heart rate going up, though. We're getting kind of casual getting back to that thing.
2-0 count.
Ball low.
Ooh.
Had to be down.
Yep.
It's definitely over.
3-0 count. Will she give Peyton the green light?
Look at this youngin. This situation.
Yep.
3-0 count. Not chasing.
Good. I love it. Love the 3-0 green light in this
She's
situation. She's
ready.
hot. She's been seeing the ball well.
Barely missed. Pops it straight over our heads. Count goes to 3-1.
Another real aggressive hack, 3-1. Wildcats with a 7-4 lead, bottom of the 6th, 3-2 count. Runners on second, third, and is it just one out here, Coach?
One. We have 2. The scoreboard is behind.
Ball 4. Yeah, Libby had the sack fly.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So we definitely have 2 outs. Naomi Little strides to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Naomi.
Would love to get the heart rate check on Dr. Little right now.
Come on, Greg. Just calm down. There's nothing like bases loaded, 2 outs, elimination game.
Naomi's aggressive on the first pitch and fouls off to the right side.
This is when legends are made,
Absolutely. She struck out looking on her last at bat on that ball that was a borderline in and got on a hard hit ground ball to short and then a grounded out to third. Good take up. She's ready to throw it any time, isn't she?
Oh. Itching.
Trying to get a big lead at second, draw that throw and score from third.
Pops it over the first base dugout. Count runs to 1-2.
1-2 count here. Come on, Naomi. Fouls it off.
Fighting.
Let's get to that next pitch. Ball's hammered.
Got a chance.
Get out of here. Get out of here. That is gone. Holy cow.
Legend.
Made.
Big time moments, Doc. Big time players make big time plays in big time situations.
Holy cow.
Naomi Little.
She gets mobbed into play.
The breakout play. Get you some of that, folks.
Dr. Little, how you doing out there?
Man, I almost wish you'd call in.
Bullet Springs will make a pitching change.
Soccer update for the Wildcats. The J.O. Man Patriots have won tonight against Wade Hampton. So our Wildcats will travel to J.O. Man on Saturday. And that'll be the Upper State Championship, folks, for soccer. Big chance for the Wildcats to play for a state title. Number 3 versus number 1 in the Upper State. J.O. Man is undefeated this year.
Really, Coach?
They are undefeated, and that's pretty tough to do. And I think our Wildcats are playing as good as they have all year. We're healthy, got everybody back, and have really hit a stride. Could have won the region. We lost to Chapin in PKs. So Coach Geddes and his squad have really had a good year, led by offensively by Barrett Wilson.
Coach, there's a viral video going around right now that of Coach Geddes celebrating after the game.
Coach, was that a grand slam?
It was a grand slam.
It was a grand slam. Yeah, it's 11-4. Yes, that's what I thought. I'm sorry. What was that last thing you said?
I said there's a viral video going around this morning of Coach Geddes, who's the ever stoic soccer coach, and jumping up and down and sprinting on the field after that big win last night. So really love to see Coach Geddes get excited and get his team to the Upper State Championship, and hopefully they can get over the hump and go play for the big one.
Amen. It's impossible not to like Coach Will Geddes.
Yeah.
Stoic is a good way to describe him. And, Coach, I would describe the video like one of the most enthusiastic / awkward Tiger Woods impersonations I've ever seen.
There was some fist pumping.
But he was fired up. He was
Yes,
fired
he
up, and his kids earned it again. Big 3-goal comeback, all in the second half. Scored the go-ahead goal with less than 4 minutes to go in the game, and held on to upset number 1 ranked Blythewood in the Upper State. I'm sorry, they were a 1 seed. I think they're the 2 seed, but Blythewood won their region. J.O. Man is the 1 seed. Blythewood the 2, and your Wildcats are the 3. So best of luck to Coach Geddes and the Wildcat boys soccer team on Saturday.
Saturday at Man. All right, we've got this is Grace up. How about Naomi Little?
How about Naomi Little? She ain't little when she hits the ball like that.
Greg ain't never hit a ball that far.
Grace is swinging like she wants a piece of that action.
She's trying to catch up right now.
Turn into a competition. Well, Coach, we went from a 4-4 tie and feeling like Coach Epps' blood pressure was pretty high to a pretty big inning here.
All right, so we got a 1-1 count on Grace.
Good discipline here, 2-1.
She gets that call. Might have been a tick up, but
Up, out?
Yeah.
I don't know that. Coach, I don't know that I swung at that one. How about that one?
I would have.
White movie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Coach, technically in softball it's yellow.
He's yellow, yeah. Like with the Latin players I played, they said you don't get off the island walking.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, obviously game's not over. Excited for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Bowling Springs has played a heck of a game here. I know it's gotten away from them here at the plate for Lexington.
It's Wildcats just exploded this inning.
Exploded.
And I talked about it in the first. You had the 8-9 coming up, and if you can get those two guys on and flip the lineup, you got a chance to put up a big inning. And we got the Grace got on the infield error, and then Elena had that like forever at bat and walk.
That's
and
right.
So then you bring up the top of the order, and then Peyton lays down the perfect bunt, and then gets bases loaded. Livy gets a 2-strike sac fly, and then Sam and Emma both went back-to-back singles to left. And then we bunt them over, and then we get a walk, and then Naomi destroys that softball.
Naomi Big Little.
Yeah, name it Big. We just can go Big now.
Big. Greg, she's changing her last name.
That's a walk by Grace. Coach, we don't have access to the Wildcat softball email account that has been created, Wildcat Magic 25.
I'm kind of disappointed that we weren't given special access to that tonight, Coach.
You would think that the guest crew would be able to give shout-outs and communicate with the people at home, but I guess that's only for the A team.
You know, Matt Warren's a jealous type. You know. Another foul ball over third base. I just got a message in one of our group chats, Coach Hucks, that we are officially the second best announcer duo in athletic department history.
Well, it's a good thing that we're second. It also could be last. You know?
It might be. We might only be two. Another foul tip.
We have a pinch hitter right up here, Coach. Lindler's up hitting for Elena in the 9-hole. She reaches out and drops that one right in the spot.
Got a chance. Just like Bowling Springs dropped one in a perfect spot last inning, we get the same fortune. Drops in no man's land.
Coach, that reminded me of your wedge play around the greens. How she checked that ball up right there in front of the shortstop.
Coach, just like it. You know, it's not how you drive, it's how you ride.
That's right. My problem is when I drive, I can't find the ball, so then I have to. If I'm in the fairway, I can't aim because I don't have trees to navigate. And here we are again. We've got the top of the order up, Peyton Melanoskis.
I don't even know how to add color to that. I can now say that I would love to play around the golf with you, though.
You would love to play around the golf with me.
How many Getty's Woods fist bumps would I get?
Usually, if I can find the ball after I hit it, I fist bump.
It's a fist bump.
Oh, there's another deep ball to left field.
Over the left fielder's head, and she
score.
misplays the ball. Might score two. And it does clear the bases. Big hit for the pinch hit Lindler.
Coach, we're one hit away right now from ending this game with a run rule after we're being tied.
4-4
going into the bottom of the sixth inning. And Olivia Warren comes up.
Floodgates have opened, and she is, what have we been saying, Coach?
She's due.
She's due.
She had that huge sac fly to get us the 5-4 lead to start off the inning to get us the go-ahead run, and Bowling Springs is going to make another pitching change.
Listen, selfishly, Coach Hucks, I can't think of any way to make Greg and Matt more mad than if both of their daughters
hit home runs.
Hit a home run in the same inning.
I think their daughters are going to request that we do the games from now on.
They might.
They need
Coach,
to stay home.
We hit better when they're here. Listen, we'll take one for the team. Whatever needs to happen to keep our girls winning, y'all just let us know. And, I know there's supposed board meetings and all those things, but
just because you're the president of Midlands Tech, where's your party list?
Coach, there's two kind of people in this world, people that make it happen, people that make excuses.
That's right.
Tonight we made it happen.
We made it happen tonight. I was wondering if we were going to make it happen there for a while. I thought they might fire us there for a few innings.
We were saving the best for last.
Yeah.
Waiting on a number for the pitcher here.
Is that 3? I've got my glasses on and still have a hard
Got
time
number
seeing it.
3. Give you some pitching stats here. That is Wheeler coming into pitch, 4.5 ERA. She is 2-0 in the year. Only has 7 appearances. She has given up 8 earned runs, 6 Ks to 8 walks.
Really?
But has also given up no extra base hits.
Oh, wow. I've been on both sides of this. This is an elimination game, and it's 4-4 going into the bottom of the 6th. And just feel for the Bowling Springs crowd how they played so good tonight, and then it just kind of opened up on them right here. Good base running right there by Peyton. Sees that ball in the dirt and advances. And this is kind of where this run's important, because you're saving pitches for Haley with the back-to-back games. If you can score this run and save her from having to throw the 7th, then that's going to be that could be the difference in another inning tomorrow that you get out of her.
How about that stop by Paris right there?
Really good hands right there. That ball was way to her glove side. Wasn't a ball you were able to block. You had to go out there and just kind of glove it.
Coach, how's Toby been for you?
Oh, he's a rock star. He's so
plate.
good behind the plate. And the veteran baseball IQ off the charts. There we go, ball game.
And that's going to error to walk it off, folks.
Error tried to back pick from the catcher and get away from the third baseman, and that'll end the game. 14-4 run rule.
We are
Lexington beats
genuinely
Bowling Springs.
excited for the Wildcats. Definitely congratulations on a great run by the Bowling Springs Bulldogs, especially getting that big win last night against one of their region rivals. But the Wildcats move on, Coach.
Hey, we'll move on, and we'll be heading to Dorman tomorrow night.
Well, 2 young ones, my personal players of the game, Naomi and Peyton.
They've got to be.
I don't even know if Matt and Greg do players of the game, but I'm giving you some unofficial ones right there.
Yeah.
Young Bucks stepping up big time tonight. Wildcats move on. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again in, I guess, up at Dorman.
Up at Dorman tomorrow night. And then if you're out there, come out and after watching us beat Dorman tomorrow night in softball, come and watch us on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Watch the baseball team possibly play Dorman as well.
That's right. Big coming week for the Wildcats. Congrats to Coach Epps and the rest of the team, Coach Gunner. We are out after a walk-off error throw, 14-4. Wildcats move on. Thanks for joining.